Housie my vriende, FA hierso. Die Arin, ons geliefkoeste geweer, het baie slagvelde gesien. En die geweer oorleef tot vandag. DSArms is toegewil om die geweer aan die gang te hou. En kom, ons kyk vandag na hulle produkte. So hey guys, FA here. Welcome to DSArms SHOT Show 2025 update. So let's get started. We're going to look at some current and future lineup. As of current lineup, we're going to look at this firearm, which has one addition to it. This is this front grip. DSArms will be releasing this front grip later this year to go on the traditional handguard. Back in the days, both Rhodesians, South Africans, and Australians used to mount the pistol grip on the front. That little attachment will be available soon. I think it's a very nice and neat add-on for your FAL because you can push into your shoulders really comfortably, and it's a piece of history too, right? And I think it looks really cool on this 18-inch FAL. So let's move on to the next thing. The next rifle that we're going to look at is a new rifle 2025, and that's a T48 clone. The T48 went up against the M14 back in the days as a new service rifle for the U.S. Armed Forces, and unfortunately the T48 lost. DSArms has committed itself to recreating the original H&R T48. Yes, this handguard is clone correct for all those that are saying it's not. I did a video on the T48, link is in the description below. All I'm going to say is it has the correct furniture on it, it can be fed by stripper clips, it has the correct markings, front side hood, and whatnot. I think it's a super neat rifle for the collector's market here in the US. It will be a limited run, and I think that says it all about this neat rifle. Let's move on to the next one. The next model we're going to look at is a Cuban rifle. The Cuban rifle is a rifle that DSArms has released last year. It comes with a fixed wooden stock, polymer handguard, and polymer pistol grip, and it is a homage to the original Cuban rifle that has been given to Cuba back before the Cuban Revolution, Cuba became communist. So it's a really cool gun, and I think it was a great collector's item for your own collection too. So let's move on to the next rifle. The next gun we're going to have out here is cloned after the G series, the Browning imported firearms. It features a wooden stock, a wooden handguard, and the regular polymer pistol grip. It has the correct markings on the side, FAL Cal 308. These rifles are not out yet because they're still waiting on the last batch of wooden furniture to complete it. And I think they're really cool in terms of retro aspect, and I think that can be a base for many other clones if you are in the clone business, if you want to clone in the German G series firearms with a wooden stock or some others. And for all of you, those of you that are asking, yes, the wooden furniture will be available separately. While we're at it, we have the steel magazine. We all know steel magazines are the big thing. We all know DSArms did release a batch of steel magazines. I did a review on the steel magazines before, link in the description below. The steel magazines have had mostly good feedback, but some bad feedback came back that they were not properly seating in certain rifles. So DSArms went back to the drawing board, and they will be releasing steel magazines later this year, which are slightly updated to work even better. I personally didn't have any issues with steel mags, but some other people did have it. So yeah, two really exciting things. Wooden FAL, wooden furniture, and steel magazines for the FAL. We all know that the FAL has seen use around the world. And one of the places where it has been used extensively was obviously Rhodesia. Rhodesia, the unique color scheme of baby poop on it. Now DSArms did create some FALs with a very similar pattern. They call them the Bush Tracker series. With me, I have an 18-inch Bush Tracker, and they've been out for more a year. And I think they're really neat guns with a historical value to it. The camo pattern has been Cerakote on these rifles, and they offer them in an 18 and a 21-inch configuration. However, there's also going to be different camo patterns that DSArms will be releasing later this year. So with me, I have the two camo Cerakote DSArms rifle. One in a snow camo configuration, so to speak, and one in a regular desertish look. I think they're super neat, and they will be added later this spring to the current lineup of Cerakote FAL. Let's get to a rifle that has a lot of upgrades to it and that we currently offer in stock. It comes with a few things that have been already released and a few other things that are going to be released in the next couple of months. I talked the last SHOT Show about some of these upgrades and features, but things have changed. So certain things got unfortunately delayed because of the T48 project and some other hiccups. Other things are already out in the market. So let's dig into it. With me, I have an 18-inch upgraded FAL that houses a lot of features and upgrades that I think are essential to the FL platform. So let's start with the upgraded pistol grip. DSArms will be releasing a pistol grip with a different angle, and I think this angle is awesome. It gives me a better grip to it, I can better hold it, and it closes the gap between my hand and the receiver better. It's slimmer, and I think it's going to be a huge upgrade for the FAL. Another thing that this rifle spots and that DSArms will be releasing by early midsummer, is the ambidextrous safety selector. As you can see, I have a safety selector on this side, and then also on this side. In my opinion, ambidextrous safety selectors are the way to go on any rifle. Another thing that this rifle spots is an ambidextrous bolt release, with a bolt release catch on this side and also on the other side. I think that's going to be huge too. Just modernizing the platform step by step. Another thing that we spot on this rifle that we already have out is the QD sling swivels, both for the handguard and for the stock. These are already out. The next thing that's already out there, and also the review in the description below, is 5/8 by 24 adapter for the FAL. That allows me to mount any muzzle brake on my FAL that is a 5/8 by 24 adapter to it. That's pretty neat. Plus, I can mount my suppressor on it. Another nice feature that we have is the light mount that goes into the handguard slots. It's also a new thing that we're going to be releasing later this year. So overall, this rifle has all the nice little features that we're going to be out sooner or later, and I'm super stoked for it. Before I forget, I want to talk about the Commando rifle. The Commando rifle that we have is pin welded to 6 1/4, and it is one of the most maneuverable FALs that I've shot that are still a rifle and on the SPR. I did a review on the Commando, link is in the description below. They've been out now for over a year. They've been very successful. People like them because the shortest that I can go on an FAL while still maintaining the legal rifle status. I think they look neat. They look really cool. They both come in a fixed and a folding stock configuration. And yeah, if you want to have a super short FAL, this might be the way. But if you want to have an even shorter FAL, the other one I'm going to show you right now might be the way to go. This, ladies and gentlemen, is even shorter than the Commando FAL I just showed you. It is obviously the OSW with a 12-inch barrel. And the cool thing is that we do have the OSW with a pick continue rail adapter, so you can slap any brace on it. To be honest, most of our DSArms pistols that we're releasing have the pick continue adapter to it. So yeah, run a brace, run a different stock. Hey, if you even want to run an AR stock on it, get attachment, run it on it. I think these guns are really cool. They're like timeless classics that will never expire. With me, I have another cool rifle. That is the 18-inch DSArms rifle, fixed stock with full pick continue rail dust cover, the M-Lock handguard. But the neat thing on this is it has the short carbine system, not the standard one. And you'll have seen my review I did earlier this year about my SADF Para R1, the link in the description below, with a short gas system. I think these guns are super cool. They're very easy to run. They make them slightly more maneuverable. It's a huge upgrade to the standard FAL, especially if you consider a shorter barrel length, as this one has. If you ever get a chance to grab one of these, go grab them. Rail dust cover and M-Lock handguard is always a big plus. Not to forget that this muzzle brake is a 5/8 by 24, so you can slap an AR10 muzzle brake on it, and that will make it easier to suppress, right? Anyhow, I just wanted to show you this rifle. I think these short gas system FALs are super cool, and they're easy to run, and also offer a lot of upgrades. My friends, this is the most lightweight FAL I've ever seen. It's a titanium FAL, titanium receiver. There's going to be a limited series of it, and they will be out later this year. Obviously, they're going to be at not a cheap price point, but if you're going to have something really cool and really lightweight, this is the way to go. To be honest, even though it has 16-inch barrel, it is lighter than the Kommando series, which is pin and welded to 16 and a quarter. Guys, this concludes my DSArms SHOT Show 2025 review. We looked at different models, at the current models they have in stock, and new models they got, and a slew of other products that are going to be releasing this year, and I'm super stoked for it. I'm always excited to see that DSArms is working on updating the platform and keeping the FAL platform alive. And as I can say, my uncle who carried the FAL, he was really fond of the platform, so am I, so am thousands of other people. It is a battle rifle and one of the coolest, if not the coolest rifle out there. So thank you very much for watching this video. Bye, donkey, and tot volgende keer. Cheers.